38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Prescott to throw it. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Prescott now. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Nick Scorton. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. He'll swing this out to Blue. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So on 4th down, Prescott off and on his Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. Oh, nice move. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. Let's go.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. He'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game,
That's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 13 yards remaining on second down.
Let's go now. Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Ready.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Third down and 10.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Thompson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Come on, come on. 19,
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
A gain of 12. First down, Carolina.
Here we go. Set. Hot 70. Hot 70.
Moore, the man in motion.
Ready, ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
But 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Back to throw again. And this is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Xavier Legette in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Cowboys 10. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The drive starts with a run by Blue. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
We're going to 53.
Here's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles! Ready?
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Back to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Blue. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Here we go, 46, 46.
He'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Defense showing blitz. Here's Prescott. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Nick Scorton in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he is caught. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Gets this into the hands of Blue. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Blue is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Aubrey now for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Cowboys 17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll find the drilling here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll drop the throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Okay, great.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
Slot man moves right.
Ready.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield.
65.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
19 Lions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. And Xavier Legette, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after it, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Nick Scorton getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
60 Bison. Hey, smash front.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Check, hurt. 18 card.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the Panthers, 1st down.
Let's go now.
At the 5-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Rig alert, rig alert. Ready, right?
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Okay, break. Get up. Panther 11, Panther 11, 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Panthers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the
7070 Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m., we ended up at Live. 3 a.m., we like Pope. 4 a.m., and I know which girls I'm taking home. Ooh, yeah. Just spin, make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so we so. Let's take, don't miss. Pour 'em all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just flown in.
Nation. my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many, be on some anti. I told her pull up, she asked me do I. Right now I'm fresh as hell, somebody take a flip. Pretty, back to back to back. Gang, back to back to back. Feeling me, back to back to back. Back to 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 back. Back like Rose and Matt Black, my Rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, gon' back to back like Rose and Matt Black, my Rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, gon' they gon' heat me up, I've been trying to keep it cool, they tried to start it, too late, my finger was already on. Call me Shovel Man, she like the way I pull up and I the 100 times they ask, I be like, I ain't never. All that beating around the bush, homie, said with your chest. Got a lot of dog on me, know you probably smell it. Like my name, Jody, pull up in the vet. Go and check the news, Brody heard somebody stretch. In your feelings by the better get a grill. Tired of getting taxed for that, take a trip. I got right here for show up, make everybody deal. Went to visit Granny, she say, what's that poking out your heel? I told Brody walk behind so he can catch me if I slip. She begging me to take a sip. First she drove the boat, then she like a ship. First you loaded up, then you empty out the I'm not no button, I know wrinkle clothes, it ain't no pressing me. I got on Vinci, LV, no night, but I got that check on me. If I swing it from left to right, gon' have to check on your homie. Lil' Brun, I'm known for stopping cars, but they be on go for me.
Get a glimpse when I'm out, it's bad luck. I just put 10 mil in the pen, it made me feel better. The passing out deep, I'm cold with the my little young ran an M on the road, he a scammer. Drippin' money cloud, splash, I'm covered in bells. I'm clever, vendettas, raw, whatever. I'm a rebel, but better. If I go federal. I pour up, I don't measure. I soon I met her. I leveled up, my bread up, I'm fed up. It's pressure, it's gang, you can't hang. We slamming out whoever. I keep it on, get stuck on it. Mason Manjala. Got 2 cribs in Alpharetta, they down the street from each other. I know the spot. My little one, he know the laptop. Shorty having Chris Vick, he a vampire. Camping right in front of your house and start up a campfire. I just did my numbers in front of this one a landslide. Ain't gonna be no good this shit, I'm spinning back to back. Any say they want that issue, I'm going 50, and then the got arrogant. My natural habit. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option, really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game or even the courage. We live in the wizard of Oz. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters. The demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through cold and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy priority. God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been healing, building, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a dick in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions. Go to the higher. These ain't come from the cause. We different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes. I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces. Fighting the demons, really for lifers.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott, living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow, with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly out to walk in any spot, every we soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real prop. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than my 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard and live. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape inside it, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and lace. Inhale fumes from a stove up. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what the am I doing? Hey yo, Preem, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats. Alright. 30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab. Alright then. Let's go, Nas. It's time. It's album time. Yeah. It's time. It's time. Black is time. Premiere album still gonna happen.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't stay much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't stay much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. My hallucination. I used to see. Wake up and I found out that I change up. Wait, did I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination I used to see.
my taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch my savior. Hold up. Give me that touch of my haters. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. Sonogram don't feel it no more. You was driving a minute but can't steer it no more. Riding away but now you're chilling on shore. What's the use of being rich when your inside's poor? Is it this what you don't want to see more? No, you want to see more but you only see sore. Life done slowed you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas. You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed, the bucks and track. Friends is having kids, ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a light with no plug? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source? We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. Hold up, y'all gotta pardon my taste. Hold up, y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up, we mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up, mine also dangerous. Hold up, y'all talk outrageous. Hold up, don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up, got that touch my savior. Hold up, give me that touch of my haters.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a... He said my life's a bore. So quit my wife because it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Grasping to control, so I better hold on. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just...
Fall back, get back, do-do-do. Fall back, get back, do-do-do.
Fall back, yeah, get back, do-do-do. Fall back, yeah, get back.
Fall like yellow on leaves. Ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me. Blowing a coffee, he's asleep. You weak, chic. The web look at the boots, fleet. Headache, got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay.
Fall back, yeah, get back. Fall back, yeah, get back. Back, 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 back. Fall back, 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 back.
I only like bad, but a thick, it's a big, it's a no. So long as she get really Listen, I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once when we like we go back, way back. Now we on track, but you can never ever be my man. You a whole snap, you said it on your IG page. I ain't say that, like say that, lay back. In the back of the Maybach, play that. You see J that, I be in the streets like a stray rat. I will never speak with a ring, cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid, one girl, one side, in a dope, sending me a text like she misses. The only way she getting back in it. Black beans taking out it. We gon' pop a couple. While they poppin' paparazzi pictures. I got my in the back and my bros in the front leading. He keep looking at me, I'ma make that boy. I'm a his friend too, baby, I'm a whole cheater. We can go to France, Avatar, y'all both need a real one. More coin than your last one. Baby, damn, he ain't that fun. I mean, do we got a song with that punk? I mean, do we hit the club in this song? Come on. Do we rock a weed 30 inches long? Do we got a sold out tour? Do that? No, and I went tour. Hit that back room. You be the, I be that. We can get it. Tonight I'm on it. Tonight I'm in a zone. Bass jumping, club pumping, it's hot. These coming in that club cause they won't try. I won't say I got a feel for you little nice, but I got a feel for you little nice. I pay the whole bill for you little nice. I do my little jig for you little nice. Then he whispered in my ear like, oh God, you know I got something for you little nice.
chill. Right on my side is my ego becomes a funky child with some wood on my tongue. Feel like intake a breath and my mouth gets loose. So while I scatter my spit, I dream of juice. Have you rebel out dark hallways? This way, I guess I made the day. I say, you play a track from your record collection. It's your mix, congratulations.
Changed a lot of names, some. Know that we have always been down. If I ever didn't thank you, then just let me do it now.
Come back in. I bet you right up when we start the show, but I mean now, very close because I told you so. You know, we love because we love to raise. Yeah, we be freaky and we wanna stay.
Changed a lot of names, some. Know that we have always been down. If I ever didn't thank you, then just let me do it now.
Life strikes, so we begin that violent force of life. Guaranteed to turn it out better goal of mine. Because we don't get changed like a chameleon. And the channel, whenever the rap show the world is on, you know we dazzle like get all our human battles. Rattles out your head to redeem. I call the bottles, fall in love with your teachers on the right for yourself, mate. Check, you free of evidence, LA.
Changed a lot of names, some. Know that we have always been down. If I ever didn't thank you, then just let me do it now. Keep my feet on the ground, keep my head in the clouds. Electrified by the sound, it comes from the down. And we changed a lot of names, some. Know that we have always been down. If I ever didn't thank you, then just let me do it now.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the knots. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't fox. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can of this dry. Riding in special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here goes the surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Bet while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad bet, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like Pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put baguettes in that sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the knots. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't fox. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Okay, money, okay, Anna, Brad, Brad, I took the Billy cool back then I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And man, sit there in the road, right, wow. I'm still double, ties, huh? I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick her though when I was 5. Keep the hood was on the shelf. In the 5. I'm sick and tired of me. Cartier's the watch. Cartier, love Cartier. Cartier, spec buffalo on the side. Pussy cut diamonds, they Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier. Sky ring look cool with 200 the dash. Cartier jeans, ain't no way I can say. Ain't no way I'm ever gonna go out. Man, I can't go out, no way I'm gonna go out. I just grip on her and I show out. I sit like a champ and I wait on her whole lot. I just whip up a new Chanel paddock. I whip with the wrist and I don't break the door out. Turn the whole top floor to up. 100 racks and 1, 2 bought the flood out.
To you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before. Whoa, and all them other cats you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You gonna approach the dog with some bump. Alright, they gonna click. Now I'm 1-1. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It's the mommy of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, what? I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Tried to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. With my the mic, yeah, characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so I love my baby mother, I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? If you up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rings so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk, put them in the stand. You keep walking, unless you're trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you the soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When the body burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma flung out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you the best, but it's hard to digest with the size of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold my. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold my. Big ball. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold my. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold my. Street people. Meet me outside. Meet me outside.
I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me all that I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me